An excessive number of ladies bring their turbulent relationship shows straight into their professions, dealing with their positions like a drama. In male-ruled fields like contracting and protection claims, tackling issues with folks implies viable conversations and finishing things. Balance that with managing female partners in my circles, anticipate disregard, unanswered messages, and definitely circling in a male partner to gain ground. As a matter of fact, it's tedious and totally unsurprising. Saw a video of a lady getting terminated as of late. Rather than compassion, it was a common example of self-exploitation. To pardon terrible, hard-working attitudes. This comment, what this lady want to say about them, that's ground. All these FedEx chicks are FedEx ground. Ground is contract work, so they really don't follow the rules. That's why they post videos.
Why I do not have any women employees. Now, before you rip me apart in the comments, it's not because I don't want to hire women, it's because they don't apply. Me being in this business for almost 10 years, not a single woman has applied for an on-field position. Which I absolutely understand, it's a dangerous job and it comes with a lot of responsibility and a lot of training. Which is kind of strange to me because all of my guys, they're never alone. They're always in groups of 2, 3, or even 4 guys when they're refilling units all day. And they're watching each other's back every second of every shift every day to make sure that they're okay, so there should be no reason why a woman would have any problem doing the same job. Really, the only thing I would worry about if I had a female employee was getting my guys to actually watch their mouth and watch their behavior. Yes, we're all adult men, but I mean, if you put men in one room together, then we're all just little kids at the end of the day. But yeah, I have it all planned out in case we get a woman technician one day. But yeah, right now I have over 200 applications for field technicians and not a single.
And as of today, then we are going to part ways.
I think I'm about to get fired. I've been having some issues with this company for quite a while. I couldn't come into the office today because I had a really bad migraine, and I told her, you know, I can log on later if I'm feeling up to it. I'm not feeling good. And now all of a sudden she scheduled a discussion in 10 minutes on Google Meet, and I believe I'm getting fired.
Furthermore to that, I say, no love lost, no big surprise. Organizations, cafes, and others are short-staffed. Such a large number of individuals can't be depended upon to take care of their responsibilities. Envision having the daringness to tell your supervisor you'll work just when you feel like it. Ordinary. Furthermore, the remainder of the video shows significant issues in her exhibition audit. It's confusing why some actually don't get a handle on why organizations wonder whether or not to recruit ladies. She is right here utilizing alleged emotional well-being issues as a reason to relax then, at that point, faulting the organization for not taking special care of her sluggishness.
What is the accommodation I was asking for? So I have a lot of mental health problems that don't affect my everyday life, but they can sometimes. I wake up with panic attacks sometimes. To be honest, they were triggered a lot by this job. And all I was asking for was to work from home on certain days that I would have what they like to call a flare-up. It's not eczema, it's a disability. And that would not happen very often, but the more that this job started to break me down, the more that they would happen. And the reason—
What precisely would they say they are causing her to do that is causing every one of these fits of anxiety. It's nothing unexpected that for some ladies who've never worked a day in their lives, the possibility of real work would overreact prompt. More often than not, these ladies aren't in any event investing the energy. Take the new instance of a lady terminated from her work. Ends up she wasn't doing anything. Stunning, right?
This 38-year-old Sydney woman was fired from her job when her boss tracked her keyboard activity when she was meant to be working from home and found she wasn't working much. Susie Chico had been working at one of the largest insurers in Australia for the last 18 years. But after months of her missing meetings, being late to tasks, and even the company copping a fine from the regulator because of a document she didn't file, her boss decided to start monitoring her keystroke activity from home. That is, the number of times she presses a key on her keyboard per hour. Without her knowledge, they tracked her activity from October to December. They found she didn't work her rostered hours for 44 days, started late on 47, finished early on 29, and worked 0 hours on 4 days. They presented this to her and ended up dismissing Susie a few months later. Except she took it to the Fair Work Commission, saying it was an unfair dismissal. But after hearing all the evidence from the insurance company and not much from Susie proving that she was actually working, the Fair Work Commission decided it wasn't an unfair decision.
This is unfortunate since it's not only a silly cycle, it's an illustration in proficient incongruity. It arrives at top incongruity when ladies grumble about procuring less. Besides the fact that they spend significant time in keeping away from genuine work, yet they likewise have an enchanting privilege to men's checks. Prompt the women's activists waving the payhole banner, helpfully disregarding the way that ladies either need abilities or pick occupations that pay a negligible portion of male-overwhelmed fields. Bravo for defining elevated objectives. Watch this person impeccably destroy this women's activist dream.
All jobs that run the infrastructure of modern day society are typically run by men, over 90%. So what I'm saying is that the top 10 paying jobs are dominated by men versus the top least paying jobs are dominated by women, because women don't have the same interests as men. Women get paid less because of choice, not because of their gender. Women could go into the same career fields that men do, they choose not to. And this is even more exacerbated by the fact that women dominate college, yet they still earn less. Women go into majors that pay less because of choice. They want to go into social sciences and not STEM. When you actually equate apples to apples, right? All working individuals with the same profession, same career, same education, same experience, etc. Women actually earn more than men.
Okay. Well, why do men have maternity leave?
What? They have paternity leave.
Or whatever, paternity leave.
To this end, I find it so amusing when a few ladies make clamor about the orientation pay hole. They've idealized the specialty of evading efficiency while requesting equivalent compensation. These self-declared women's activists advantageously overlook the truth that ladies frequently pick less rewarding fields or come up short on abilities for lucrative positions overwhelmed by men. The pay-hole banter transforms into an orchestra of carefully selected realities and lost privilege. In addition, can we just be real? The orientation pay-hole isn't the bogeyman it used to be. Information shows it's contracting, particularly among more youthful ages. In the US, ladies procure around 82 pennies for each dollar men make, yet essentially referring to this measurement distorts the issue. Profession decisions, work hours, and industry isolation are central point. Dissimilar to STEM or BAC, ladies could lopsidedly settle on lower paying fields like social administrations or training prior to lifting the banner of inconsistent compensation. Check current realities out. Sadly, that is not precisely ladies' strength. We should likewise face another rude awakening. While ladies love to grumble about not being employed for specialized positions, they helpfully fail to remember a significant detail. The absence of female candidates in any case. The issue with ladies is their assumption that occupation offers will supernaturally show up in their inboxes easily. This noteworthy video highlights the incongruity in their grumblings, featuring the unforgiving reality that numerous ladies try not to apply for these jobs out and out. Maybe it's the ideal opportunity for a rude awakening as opposed to playing the person in question. Empowering ladies to enter STEM fields is pivotal, yet it will not work out in the event that they don't effectively seek after these potential open doors. And in this way, as opposed to accusing the framework, Now is the ideal time to evaluate one's own decisions fundamentally. Yet, can we just be real? You can't drift through STEM professions by sitting idle. Outcome in these fields requires an exertion, which could make sense of why ladies appear to be susceptible to such positions. All things considered, they like to pick something like this. This concludes our A4 anonymous coverage for the day. Click that like button, please. Make sure you hit that notification bell in addition to subscribing. Leave a comment telling us what you think. Have a great day tomorrow.